Kenny from Pro Tool Reviews, and I've got Milwaukee's 2829S bandsaw. Now the S is for safety. This is their dual trigger compact bandsaw. So we're going to go over some of the features, and then we're going to take a look at how all this thing works. So this is identical to the 2829, 3¼ inch area that you can work with here. And the only difference is whether it's got 2 triggers or just the 1 trigger. Everything else is the same. So there's a lot to talk about. We'll start over here. We have these removable pieces around the blade. Okay, so the reason that they're removable is so that they're replaceable. So it's protecting your blade area, and it's a whole lot cheaper to get a new set of these than it is to replace your entire saw because it got all banged up. So those just slide over the top. Nice to have that there. Some typical things: your blade tension release for when you need to change it, right up here on the top where it should be. And then of course you'll need to take your covers off in order to actually change the blade down here. We do have an LED light. Again, nothing new, but confirmation that we've got it, and it is pointing down at a good angle so that when you're doing that kind of the darker stuff, you're under a sink doing something weird like that, you can see what you're cutting without necessarily having to bring in a ton of extra light. It is an M18 fuel product, so we are looking at a brushless motor. And then flipping around, we have our rafter hook. And then we have a adjustable shoe here, and this is tool free. So just push down your slot here and it's able to slide. So sometimes there's a hex wrench that's needed right here. Milwaukee's taking care of that, you don't need it. All right, so let's get to the trigger part of this whole thing. And it's interesting because the order that you do this in matters. So you've got a trigger lock here. You can engage it if you want to. Even if it's off, if I pull the trigger, nothing's going to happen on this model. If you do it on the 2829 that doesn't have the dual trigger, that's where you're going to operate. So normally you'd think, okay, well, I engage the trigger safety first and then my main trigger and I go. It's actually the opposite with this. You're going to engage your main trigger first and then your safety trigger up here. So as long as you get the order right, you're good to go. Now, if you release either trigger, it's going to stop. Even I get the order wrong on that sometimes. So, good safety feature there, but let's talk about performance, because if it can't make the cut, who cares, right? So we got 540 feet per minute on this as far as the blade speed goes. We actually clocked it a little bit faster than that, but right in that area, and that's using these 3 amp hour high output batteries. So let's throw some gloves on, some glasses, make a couple of cuts, and see what we think here. So and those are nice, clean, fast cuts. And of course, if I were doing that right-handed, I'd be quite a bit more accurate there. So for those of you guys who love to see beautiful, clean, straight cuts, I'm sorry. We'll do it better next time. Anyway, as far as price goes, you're looking at $499 as a kit. That comes with 2 of these high output 3 amp hour batteries. If you don't want the dual triggers, it's $50 less. It's $449 for the same kit. If you want the bare tool on this one, you're looking at $279. So if you got any other questions about it, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them for you. As always, thanks for watching.
Hey, help us out by subscribing to the channel below and tap that bell to get notified when we post new tool reviews and shootouts. And as always, thanks for watching.